Welcome to Varvid.
Hi, this is Aaron, and I'm here with Arlin Sorensen from HTG, our founder and CEO or chairman of the board, I guess we'll call you. I don't know. What's your title?
Just an old farm boy. That's my title.
Well, and modest, too, actually. And that's really true. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit about planning. We've talked before about the importance of how to engage with vendors, but I think talking about planning would be really a helpful thing for folks that are new and experienced HTG folks.
It is really important, Aaron, and as we are trying to take HTG to the next level, planning becomes even more critical. For many years now, we have been setting our goals ad hoc at meetings and sort of whatever comes up at the time, and those have been good. They have helped companies grow, but as our companies are maturing now, we need to look further down the road and make sure that our goals align with a bigger plan. So we are now, this 2009 year and onward, are going to be aligning ourselves to quarterly goal setting around 4 different areas. And that'll allow us as a virtual board of directors in each group to make sure that the goals that get presented align to the plans. And we're not just making something up because it seems okay at the time. So in Q1, we're really encouraging everyone to write their business plan. A lot of people have done business plans, so it's no big deal. But sharing it is new for a lot, and then being accountable to it, now that's a whole new concept. And so the business plan really gives us that foundation to know if they're going down the path they say they want to go, and if they don't, that's okay, they just need to change the plan. The group needs to know what the objective is for every company so they can help to hold them accountable. The second quarter, we really want to focus on leadership. One of the things I find over and over is that owners are quick to give their employees some goals, to set commitments, to have expectations, but seldom do they write anything for themselves. And so that prevents them from really being effective and part of the process they're trying to instill. So at HTG, we want a leadership plan from our executives and general managers and the folks that are the decision makers so that they can again be held accountable. How are they going to help that company that they manage or run achieve the business plan? They play a part, and in most cases, the company goes as the owner goes. So it's important. Q3, we want to focus on life planning. And for many, that's a whole new deal. Actually stopping and thinking about what do I really want to accomplish with my life? And not waking up when we're 65 or 70 years old saying, wow, where'd those years go and I haven't done anything that I really wanted to do or that I've been saying forever is important to me. You know, my kids are grown and gone, my grandkids are out of high school, and all of a sudden it's gone. We want to stop and take a look at those things. We want to talk about what's important, what we say is important, and then what we're going to do with our time. We all get 168 hours every week. What we choose to do with it really shows what's important. For a lot of us, that's work. And that doesn't align with what we say. So the life plan helps the group understand that if you say that your family is most important, well, they should get more than the crumbs out of your week. And we can then begin to hold each other accountable to those kind of things as well. And I think for a lot of us, that's where we need the most help. We've totally lost the balance between life and work. And we are consumed by things that on the list aren't going to be very high. Q4 is a whole new area for us in HTG, and that's talking about what happens if there's a disaster. That disaster may be a loss of our business. You know, we've experienced some of our members with hurricanes or floods. What do we do there? But what if the bus comes and you're walking in front of it and you're not there? You know, what does your business continuity plan look like for your company? There's a lot of people depending on us as owners of HTG companies for their livelihood. And if we haven't thought ahead and we're a sole proprietor, those folks are at risk for sure. So we want to not be the cobbler's kids and not wear shoes. We want to be folks that are prepared and planned. And again, it's one of those things that we can align our goals to make sure that we are really ready for whatever might happen to our organization. So planning is really key. It's key to our success in accountability, but it's key to really being a successful organization. And so we're trying to ratchet that up a little bit. We're trying to encourage people to really invest some time. A lot of times companies have never seen their company business plan, although they're expected to make sure it happens. They've never seen their boss's leadership plan, so they really don't know what that person's supposed to do. Most spouses have no idea what the life plan is of those individuals, and we've never even thought about a disaster recovery plan. So this is an opportunity to really get alignment between what we want to do and what we say is important.
I know that for myself, one of the most valuable things I've done in HTG was my life plan, of course, and I did it with my wife. Right. And happy wife, happy life, common term that we speak in our group. And I really know that, I mean, Kelly and I were just talking about it a few weeks ago, and I'm in the process of making some big changes in my company, and that's been so helpful to be thinking, okay, I need to line up my company with my life.
Absolutely, and that's important, that life is the controlling piece of that relationship. So many of us get that backwards, and we're a part of our company, but our company needs to be a part of our life, not our entire life, but just a part of it. And we need to decide how much of it we're going to allow to consume us. So it is critical. It's very eye-opening when we share with our spouses those kind of things. And in many cases, it's the first time they've ever even heard us talk about anything like that.
Well, and it helps us, it definitely helps us deepen our relationship. I mean, it was great for us and for our relationship, and we've got young kids right now. I'm a late dad, and it was just a really good conversation that we had together. So thanks again for those kinds of things coming into my life. I really appreciate that directly from HTG.
You bet. And, you know, it's important that we make an impact where it matters. And life is really, that's the most foundational level that we can make an impact in people. So we're really committed to those kind of things, and we're going to continue to look for ways to drive those things home.
Hey, one last thing. You have this great quote from Martin Luther King that you shared with us today at lunch. Can you repeat that for this group? Do you remember it?
Well, it goes along the lines of, I am not all I can be until you are all you can be, and you are not all you can be until I am all I can be. And it's really the idea that together we are going to improve our lives and our companies and our leadership and all those things. And while we can try to fight through all that on our own, the power of peers is that together we can get there more quickly and more effectively, and we can go higher. And so that's what we're all about with HTG.
Thank you so much, Arlin.